Hey Scorpio, what's going on? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. All right, the first cards that we have out are Four of Wands, King of Wands, both of them reversed. I feel like you're ready to go with something. You could be picking and choosing what it is that you're getting involved in. But you could have needed to take a step back in order to get something done. Like, you could have been in a spot where you felt like you needed to rest and recharge. Whatever this is, I'm seeing your battery at the very beginning of this be 100%. So you're running on full right now. Now, having King of Wands reversed, the way that it's looking is looking ahead. So I feel like before you could have been focused on doing what you needed to do in order to recharge and sort of like get your battery back up. This can be like self-care type of stuff. If you didn't get to that point, you're going to be getting to that point. So it means to, if you're feeling unrested now, to make sure that you do what you need to do in order to recharge fully. Because I'm seeing something that's going to be needing your attention and you needing to move forward with that, and you want to feel like you're in the place to be doing this. I'm seeing there be something that's going on with a new chapter here. But you could have felt like you couldn't move forward with this until you were fully recharged. This is going to be a good one. I'm seeing the Nine of Pentacles here, which means that this new chapter is going to be something that you like, something that you enjoy, something that feels fun for you, something that feels good for you. And there's also a sense of independence and autonomy that you're going to feel. Also, Nine of Pentacles is associated with like your needs being met. And so you feel like, see, this new chapter is about you getting the things that you need and then feeling good because of that. So you may be really focusing on yourself right now. Which seems like it's allowing you to really understand your current feelings. It looks like something had been paused, but now it's not paused anymore. Like there could have been space or a break that you took from something or someone or doing something that now it feels like the on switch is being flipped on again. And I'm seeing there be like feelings that you're having coming through that are associated sort of with a sense of intention here that's connected with this new chapter. Whatever this is that you have going on here. Okay. Until you had the time to recharge, you may have had a difficult time like interpreting sort of the messages that you were getting as far as like what you were feeling and being able to express that or being able to acknowledge that. But now I'm seeing you be at a spot where it feels like that's more clear to you. So you're sort of like, okay, like I know what's going on. I know sort of a better idea of what I want or what my intention is or how I'm feeling here. There may also be communication that's linked to this too, but I'm seeing you be connected with the heart space and also mentally as well. Seems like there's a sense of congruence here that has to do with what you're putting your energy into, but I'm also seeing there be a bit of a challenge too. There may be something that you're investing in that you could have felt like you were hitting a bit of a wall with, or a bit of a block, and you could have felt like you needed to go back into something. It may have been something that you didn't prefer to go back into, but it was necessary for you to go back into this in order to then move forward with things. So it could have been something where you were like, I walked away from this for a reason, or like I wanted to be done with this, but then I'm seeing you feel like I need to go back into it. It's like something piques your interest again and you walk back in. You needed to do something there, and then I'm seeing you move out of it again. Like I'm seeing you move forward then. It's like something that was difficult before that was being done. So whatever this challenge is, feels like something where you're like working on something, right? And you could have been like, oh, I don't want to work on this anymore, and sort of went away from it. And then something called you back in because something else wasn't moving forward. So you had to go back into this, do what needed to be done. It could have felt like a draining process for you, but then I'm seeing things get moving again. So you undid some type of block, and then I'm seeing things like all the pressure become alleviated, and like you can move without the resistance that you were feeling before, because you could have felt like you were moving very, very, very slowly, and now this sort of like lifts whatever that heaviness was, and I'm seeing you move quickly then after that. Like you're moving forward with things, but you could have felt like you weren't moving on before that. But it seemed like there was like a split or something that needed to be happening, where one energy goes one way, another energy goes another way, and I'm seeing yours be like really progressing forward now. So it looks like a break of some sort is over. I'm seeing there be communication that's happening and like going back into something. So it could have been something that you deliberately like stepped or walked away from that then you felt like going back into. You also could have felt too like you had the right idea or the right intention with what you were doing, but for some reason it could have been like somewhat of an exhausting process. But then I'm seeing things move forward in a way where there's Ace of Pentacles is sort of like this opportunity that manifests for you, that presents itself to you in some way, and you being like, okay, this is what I'm going to be putting my energy into. And I'm seeing then you put your energy into this, and I'm seeing it move quickly. Seven of Pentacles is what you are currently tending to, and then Eight of Wands is you making very rapid progress with that, and I'm seeing you go right into the Nine of Pentacles. So that's going right into a space where you're like, okay, I have everything that I need here. It seems too like the challenge was associated with what was being invested in. Because you could have switched something up with that. Like there could have been some things that you were like, okay, I'm not going to invest in this anymore. And then other things that you were putting your energy into. It's like all about where you're placing your energy. But something like wasn't happening before, something almost wasn't growing before, but then whatever this challenge was where you were being like slowed down, or for some of you felt like you were even stopped completely, I'm now seeing you move on from that. And I'm seeing that weight be lifted. So you know what this reminds me of actually? This all has to do with something that like your creative energy, you investing, manifesting, making things happen, materializing, that type of thing. Your needs being met. I'm also hearing being like accomplished or accomplishment, and something that needed to be reflected on and reviewed, but then I'm seeing you get the answers that you need, or like things fall into place and you can move forward. What this energy is reminding me at the end over here, like where you are currently as you're exiting this part of the spread, it's like when you train and you have like a weighted jacket, or you know when somebody's running and they have like that parachute thing behind them that adds weight, it adds resistance. There, it's like you were training before with resistance, and now I'm seeing that resistance being taken off, and so you're not only going as fast as you could before, it's like you gained that muscle or you gained that strength from all that resistance being there, and then I'm seeing you be like just moving at a very, very quick pace, and things like progressing very, very quickly. Again, like having a weighted vest and then running with it, and then when you take that off, it's like you run much, much, much faster. But even faster than you did before the weighted vest was put on you in the first place, you know, because you gain that strength based off of the resistance. So that's what I'm seeing is going on here. So once you get to the end of this, if you're not here already, what I'm seeing is that it's like something needed to be recharged, something needed to be reevaluated and figured out. You may have needed to revisit something in order to move forward with it, but when you're coming out over here, you can finally move on in a way that you were feeling you were blocked before. So that's what's happening. You could have also too felt like you had the intention, but you didn't have the energy for something. But then I'm seeing again that be lifted. It was associated with what was being invested in. Because you could have felt like what you were putting your energy into was challenging you in some way. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.